billed as the National Royal Women Lekgotla. The two-day event will be the very first time that queens and princesses from various parts of South Africa will come together in an effort to fight gender-based violence. It's set to take place on Friday and Saturday, and its social media campaign is #NoToGBV. The two-day event is aimed at addressing gender-based violence in the Free State. It's a partnership between the Office of the Free State Premier and the Princess Gabo Foundation. To tell us more about this, I'm now joined by Princess Gabo Moroka herself. Princess Gabo, good afternoon. Thank you very much for your time this afternoon. What do you hope to achieve with this anti-GBV campaign that you are launching on Friday?
Thank you very much, Remoyani, and greetings to our viewers. Let me first correct that this event is by the South African Princesses Network in partnership with Princess Gabo Foundation and the Premier of the Free State. So what we'd like, or what we hope to achieve, is that we feel that we have spoken enough, and it is now time to come up with solutions. And not just solutions, but tangible solutions. What are we doing on the ground? And we as royal women, as the backbone of our rural communities, where we are the voice of the voiceless, you know, oftentimes these are communities that go through so much, and yet we do not know, they are not, the issues that go on in our areas are not really out there. And so we are saying, let us see how we can bring the solution, how we as leaders that we are born to be become, you know, the light in our areas. So that is basically the reason, yes.
Yeah, so you've got three partners. You've clarified the South African Royal Princess Network in partnership with your foundation and the Office of the Premier. Now, what will then define the success? If you're saying it's enough now, Khulikani, this is it, you want solutions, what kind of solutions are you hoping to get out of the two-day event?
As you may have seen the program, we start with a dialogue on Friday, and this will form the basis of the solutions, or what we propose should be done moving forward. One of those is to see how we have a bottom-up approach in the fight against GBV, to see what we can do on the ground with the communities themselves, trying to see how we as the community on the ground can take responsibility also in fighting this pandemic.
Yeah, now traditionally, rural women face a very, very tough challenges. I mean, South Africa is a very patriarchal society. I mean, issues of development are a headache, so to speak, in many parts of rural South Africa. Are you going to get support of the traditional leaders in this #NoToGBV campaign?
Yes, indeed. The National House of Traditional Leaders is supporting this initiative. They will also be present, including the provincial houses of traditional leaders. So there is support, and yes, historically this is indeed a patriarchal institution, but there has been progress. There has been progress. I, for one, serve as a member of the executive within the National House of Traditional Leaders. And for the first time in the history of the existence of the National House, we have a female chairperson, Nkosikazi Mhlawuli. So there is change. Slowly but surely, we will get there. I think we are heading in the right direction.
Yeah, just the timing question. I mean, should the Royal Princess Network, for example, with your own foundation, Princess Gabo, not have done this a little bit earlier? I mean, there's been so many other anti-GBV campaigns that the country has been seized with. I guess in a short way, I'm asking you, why now?
In fact, we started in 2020. at the height of COVID, when we started with webinars, advocacy webinars against GBV. But now that we are almost back to normal, we are now able to be on the ground and be visible. In February, we were in the Northwest Province at Mabalstad under Mabalani, where we also had a similar campaign. But this one in particular is quite historic, because we are not just coming together as princesses, but we are coming together with our mothers, the queens, to say each province, let us be represented, let us stand in one voice. And this, to me, shows that, you know, when we can build unity and hold hands, there is much, much more power than working in silos.
Okay, so this is a national campaign. Sorry, in my intro, I said this is only for anti-GB in the Free State, but you've just said in each and every province, this hashtag no to GBV campaign is going to be rolled out by your network.
That's correct, yes, sir.
Yeah, okay, so how will you judge the success of the event? It's Friday and Saturday, come the end of Saturday, you're looking back at it, Princess Gabo. How are you going to say, yeah, this was great, this was a successful one, and what will be the next steps in the fight against gender-based violence that you'll be undertaking for the rural women of this country?
So the Saturday program, we actually have called it Call to Action. And this is to say, because we'll be closing off the 2 days of engagement, we will be on Saturday saying or declaring that from this engagement, these are the resolutions and these are the steps that will be taken. Already in the next month or so, we will be in the Eastern Cape also having a similar campaign. So in the Free State in particular, because we are the hosting province, at the end of this event, we will then declare what our next steps will be.
So every province
there'll be action, definitely.
Okay, so there'll be action steps per province going forward. I therefore assume from that answer that this will be an ongoing campaign that you started in 2020. Now you're ramping it up this year, but it will continue into the future.
Indeed, that is so.
Okay, thank you very much for your time this afternoon. That's Princess Gabo Moroka from the South African Royal Princess Network. She's also the founder of the Princess Gabo Foundation. Those two organizations plus the Office of the Premier of the Free State hosting this 2-day hashtag no to GBV campaign on Friday and Saturday in the Free State. But it's a national campaign particularly targeted at preventing gender-based violence in rural South Africa to protect the lives of rural women in our country.